Hello, hi, my good people. I hope you are good. I'm also fine. So, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today we're going to discuss about growth begins where comfort ends. Yes, growth begins where comfort ends. So, all of us, you have plans. And I'm tempted to ask, where are you with your 2025 resolutions? But I believe God is faithful. So, growth begins where comfort ends, because most of us don't want to take that one step of faith. We don't want to take a step, like we were just want to be in a comfort zone, and we are like, mi niko sawa, hata kama hii mshahara ni kidogo, mimi niko sawa. And you are working a lot of things, you are doing so many things at your workplace, or maybe this business is not doing well, or maybe you are just comfortable because you don't want drama, you don't want hassle, and you don't even want to engage, and you just feel like, I'm comfortable. As long as I can pay my bills, me, I'm okay. When others are busy running up and down and they're looking for money, maybe to upgrade, they're looking for money to buy new machine, they're looking for money to live in a different neighborhood. But you and me are just comfortable and are like, si tuko poa. So if you want to grow, you have to get rid of comfort. If you want to grow, be it you want to grow financially, spiritually, psychologically, any form of growth, my friend, you need to get rid of comfort, because comfort zone, they make us even not to think about our dreams. And someone said, and I'm saying this, I'm also employed. Someone said that salary is a painkiller for poverty. It doesn't cure poverty, but it's a painkiller for poverty. And this means, like, if you're employed like me, you need to do something and you need to think outside the box. And I will always refer to this story again and again of the US said whatever happens with Trump, work stop order. And we know that there are people who it really affected them. And that was the only thing that they were waiting for, the salary as a source of income, and there was no any other side hustle. And by side hustle, I don't mean like you don't give your all at your workplace, but what do you do after work? And most people, we are like, okay, it's in a time. Aki, when I'm from work, I'm tired. Aki, I cannot do an extra stuff. Aki, mimi nimechoka. But how long or how much time do you take scrolling your phone? How much time do you take just to listen to gossip or to listen to things that are not even helping you grow? How much time do you take even to engage in discussions that are not healthy? But when you're being told, can we just do something? You are like, we missing a time. But you have time with your friends every weekend, you have time with your phone like every time. So if you want to grow, you just have to get rid of comfort zone. Because if you're too comfortable, you not even think about tomorrow. I was talking to one of my colleagues and I was telling her, you have a big car. Like, yeah, she has a big car. And she was telling me, Oyamo, do you have faith? I said, yes. And she was like, when I went to buy this car in Mombasa, I wanted to buy a small car. But I decided, me, I don't want this small car. I want this big machine. And the money that I was having at that moment was just for this small car. So she was told, you can pay that money as a down payment, and then you'll be paying a monthly installment of around 130,000 every month. And she was telling me, I don't even know where that money came from. Like, nilijipata tu nishalipa hiyo pesa for the 3 years. And she was telling me, like, just an encouragement, like, if you want to do something, just desire. And when you have that desire, get out of your comfort zone. Because she was telling me, if you need to have more money, you will go and look for things to do. So she was even telling me how she used to do a side hustle, and after work she'll do one, two, three, and all these things. And that's why I'm saying, if you want to grow, get rid of your comfort zone. Don't be that person that want to be everywhere. Personally, I have two friends, like friends that I can share deep things about my life, friends that I can spend time. Of course, I have these two friends, and also I have friends that when it comes maybe to investment and different things in life that I need to know. These are the people that we discuss different things and be like, I'm planning to do this, and this is your area. What do you think I should do? Yes. But I have only two friends. Like, even Jesus had the 12 disciples. So Jesus, it is biblical. Jesus had the 72, the 12, and then the 3, and then 1. Of course, we know the 3, Peter, James, and John. And of course, we know the 1 is the John the Beloved. So you find that even in life, those are the things we need to do and the friends we need to have. And it is okay to put people in categories. Even Jesus did that. The things that I believe John was aware that Peter and James were not aware. There are things that Peter, James, and John, they were aware that the 12 disciples were not aware. And there are things that the 12 disciples were aware that the 72 were not aware. Yeah. So make sure that if you want to grow, get rid of your comfort zone. And this comes with even choosing the kind of friends to keep around you, because there are friends who for them they are good. Wow, walifika and nothing bothers them and they don't want to grow and they are good. So if you find yourself among this kind of people, you'll not even have that strength, the urge to grow. You'll not be eager to learn new skills because your circle, they are in their comfort zone. And that is why when you want to grow, there are people you have to get rid of in your life, by the way. The people you have to get rid of, their contacts you have to delete, their conversations you just have to keep them off because they are hindrance to your growth. But if you don't want to lose people in your life, then you cannot grow. If you're a people pleaser, you can't grow because you want to keep everyone around you. So you find that somebody will say, "Oh, I'm looking for a job," and these people they are waking up at 11. Okay, then you organize for them, maybe there's this ka job somewhere, they're like, "Aki huko ni mbali. Sasa mimi huko nitaenda saa ngapi? Aki me I'm tired. Me I cannot wake up at 5. I'm struggling with traffic jam. Me I just want something that I can do within my vicinity." You understand? So if you are not ready to get out of your comfort zone, forget about growth. Forget about development. Forget about fulfilling your purpose. Forget about being a different person, because even going back to school is just getting out of your comfort zone. Even doing something extra after work. When others are watching Netflix and they're busy with their phones, they're busy on TikTok, you are busy with your books. It means you have decided to go out of your comfort zone. So make sure that you check your friends, people around you, check your environment. Hawa ni watu wenye huwa wanajituma, because when you're in a circle where people are just comfortable and they're good with the bread and whatever they're getting and they're okay, they don't think about their future. They don't think about what else can I do. They don't think about what else can I learn, which skills can I learn, what else can I do with my life. Then it means we'll continue to stay in that comfort zone and you will not grow. So if you want to grow, because everything is scary when you are starting. I mean, it is unknown place. And I always say that our mind is always there to protect us. And our mind is comfortable with the familiar. So you rather take that risk and see how it goes than the guilt of regretting of why I did not take that risk in the first place. So just know that growth begins where comfort ends. There's nothing like you have comfort and then you are growing. Mm-mm. You have to sacrifice. Sacrifice and comfort, they don't go together. You have to sacrifice because it will take your time, it will take your energy. Even me doing this video, yes, I'm employed and I create time for videos. I spend my weekends or after job just reading books, doing my own stuff, and just, empowering myself. And you have to balance. So, this life, you just have to balance. You cannot say, like, now, right now, you are working, so you can't take care of your family. You will do everything, and you just have to balance. So, make sure that before you think of those big, big dreams, oh, I want to do this in the next 10 years, I want to do that. In the next 10 years, this is where I want to be financially, this is where I want to be spiritually. Just ask yourself, am I willing? Am I ready? And am I able to get out of the comfort zone? Because if you are comfortable, you will not even think. And that is why someone said people who are raised in poverty, they tend to take risks because already they're on the ground, like wako huko chini. So they have nothing to lose. And that is why they take a lot of risks. But people who are raised in maybe posh places, kwa Masonko, they are so scared of taking risks because they don't want to go down. They don't want to fail because they feel like if I fail, what will happen? What will people say? But if you are struggling, my friend, if you are down, you don't scare, you don't fear. And that's the spirit that you need to have. Like, let me just take a risk. But the hindrance of taking risks, number one is our friends, our environment. Unakana wase wenye hao hata actually the people who akishapata pesa ya food ya hiyo siku ako tu sawa. And this person not even think of doing something different. They don't even think about tomorrow. And one thing I always say that the money that you receive, it has your past, your present, and your future. Your past, you need to pay the bills. Of course, umetumia stima and 1, 2, 3 things you have to pay. Your present, you have to eat and you have to do your shopping. And then your future, you have to invest for the rainy days. You have to invest for your future. When you'll be old, you'll not be working. So what are you going to eat? Or you'll be cursing your children. You know I breastfed you. You know you guys, if you don't do black tax. So make sure that whatever you are getting also today, don't be so comfortable that you spend everything that you have. Always divide your salary into 3 things: your past, your present, and your future. So I pray that God will help us, that we'll get out of our comfort zone. Because by the time tunashtuka, miaka zimeenda, we have not gone back to school, maybe you wanted to do something you have not done, we have wasted our time on social media, we have wasted our time with people who can't even help you in life, we have wasted our time with friends who even right now we don't even know where they are, we don't even know what they are doing, but when you are with them, you are busy gossiping and having reckless talk and nonsense talks that are not even helping. So just know that life is personal. Life is personal. Your choices are your choices. And whatever you decide to do it diligently. And for you to get out of that state that you are feeling like, oh, economy is bad, I can't pay my bills, you know, hii pesa ni kidogo haitoshi, I cannot do this, I cannot do that, always complaining and murmuring. Just get out of your comfort zone and do something else, do something extra, do something that will also support your main hustle, do something that will also support you or even empower someone like your spouse, or you guys like grow together and have something that will help you as a family. But you have to go out of your comfort zone. For you to have a better future, you have to sacrifice your future as a youth or as a young person so that you'll have a better future. So thank you so much for watching, and I pray that God will help us. And I also pray that we will take that step of faith and say, if I perish, I perish, but enough is enough. I now take a step to unfamiliar place, and I know that God is going to lead my steps and just getting out of our comfort zone. So thank you so much for watching this video. Until next time, for now, God bless you and bye-bye.